Friday morning. I'm Michelle Oliver, and I am the CEO and founder of Expitality, and I come to you from TALKABOUT TV, where we talk about all things experiential outdoor hospitality. And I love to come on Friday mornings, either alone or with Randy or friends or whoever happens to be around, and just share a little bit about what I learned from the week. And wow, what a week it has been. I tend to harp a lot on vision because I truly believe that vision drives absolutely everything. And oftentimes people think they have this vision, and they do have a vision, but they have no idea the power of what that can take them through and what that can actually take them to, and what it really means to have like a legit vision. Not that you don't have an initial impulse. I think it was like Gino Wickman in his book, what is it called? The Entrepreneurial Leap. He talks about this kind of, how does he refer to it? I don't know. It's like this impulse, or this kind of uncontrollable urge that you have to start a business. And I think if we didn't have that, Michael Gerber talks about that in E-Myth as well. And it's really that initial impulse that drives us to take that leap, right? And it's wonderful, and it could be considered visionary, but an actual vision really has to include so many pieces, especially in outdoor hospitality, that you want to be defined as experiential. So one of the things that came up very powerfully this week, we had a lot of really exciting wins for all of our clients. And what I noticed, though, is everything, of course, is a process. Like building a business, I think, is the single most efficacious method of personal development that exists on the planet. So when you come and you have really just poured yourself into understanding why you have the vision you have, and that it's seriously coming from your values, okay? If that's collective with your business partners or your family or whatever that's coming from, and your vision is based on and extending out from that, and it's really turns into a strategy that you can then hone. Okay, we call that applied intelligence because we are applied vision, right? It's all this kind of combination of all of these valuable elements. But what I noticed is some people are really willing to submit themselves to the process. When they do that, they tend to gather around them people who are kind of like-minded, like-hearted. They have similar values, similar aspirations in this experiential world, which is very different, in my opinion, than like you could say, okay, I'm going to invest in an RV resort or whatever, but turning that into a truly interesting, transformational experience for your guests is what will differentiate you in this marketplace, especially a marketplace that a lot of people are becoming more and more familiar with, a lot of people are entering. So when you come into this with an open mind, you've got to have a vision that you have absolute non-negotiables on, okay? And that's tied to your values. This requires self-awareness and going through a process. When that is solidified, and I mean, you're really, truly self-aware where you are, where you're going. I know you've heard all this before, but this is what will lay the foundation for you, okay? Then you're going to have non-negotiables, and you've got to be clear on that, because in order to create a business that is truly different, that is going to not only get launched, get funded, and thrive, and actually scale and survive for however long you want it until you make an exit or you pass it on to your family or kids or whatever. In order to create something like that, you've got to move out of a fixed mindset. And where people are most fixed is usually on either something that has worked for them before in a different type of business, or it's somewhere where they are the most insecure and they're just like holding on with this anchor, like, if this doesn't work, then nothing else in my world is real, right? And it's usually a bunch of subconscious stuff that if you are doing this on your own, you're never going to get the feedback. Well, you will get the feedback, but it will be oftentimes too late and very painful and extraordinarily expensive, especially in an industry that just has so many pieces that come together. You've got land, you've got acquisition, you've got development. I mean, it goes on and on, right? So I think the thing that I really want to just point out today, and I hope it's valuable, and let me see how much time I have. A few minutes left. If you're coming from a hotel background, if you're coming from an RV background, if you're coming from an Airbnb background, whatever it is, experiential outdoor hospitality is unique and differentiates itself through obviously having experiences, but integrating the essence of hospitality at every single touch point. And the way you're able to do that and truly differentiate yourself is by understanding the value that you are offering, what's unique, and you have to have that tied to a personal vision and values, right? And you have to be able to communicate that in a way, a unique way that serves your guest. And that ties into all of the branding, okay? That we could just talk about for 4 days. What you think your brand is when you come up with your vision is only the first step. It really could be completely right on, but it could be completely off base by the time you really understand what your guest is needing, wanting, how they perceive you, what else is on the marketplace, who else is out there, the people and brands that influence what your deliverables are. And it's really difficult to know all of that and have this bird's eye view because we come from who we are and who we have been in the past. So I want to encourage you to come talk to us, actually, if you'd like to. We're very open to that. We are very well connected with people in all different areas that serve the experiential outdoor hospitality space. Surrounding yourself with experts who have been in this industry a long time and people who have a fresh perspective, because it's a combination. It's almost like, I think I may just talk about this more next week, but it's like bringing different assets to one property, right? That you have been operating as a motel or a hotel, a boutique hotel, a larger resort, a wellness resort, whatever you are, that identity, everything is going to shift. You have an opportunity to create a transformation for every single guest from the time they begin interacting with you. So make sure, I guess the takeaway is really, what is your vision for your life? What are your values? And then really understand what that means, not on a surface level. And where are you blind? The only way you can find out where you are blind is to get feedback. And there are so many pieces of this that you really need input on every different level. There's a lot of pieces to juggle when you're building this type of business. So values, vision, surround yourself with ways to have feedback, masterminds, experts in each phase of the business. And then honestly, allow yourself to grow. Listen to what the feedback is. It's painful. It is really, really hard, honestly, for everyone I've ever met to be open enough to come out of a fixed mindset in the area that they need to grow in the most. And that is no different personally. It is no different in business. I don't care what kind of business you have, but I will tell you, the price is really high if you can't move out of that fixed mindset and really listen to what the people, especially if you're paying them because of their value. So, and then understand why you have a non-negotiable. So whatever that thing is that you are not willing to budge on, when you really understand where that's coming from, why it's coming, what the value is, you've had feedback, and you know you are not going to negotiate on this particular aspect, you've got to hold to it. And that also can be the differentiator that is going to shift everything for you. That can be the slight edge difference maker that will change everything for your guest and for you in the marketplace. But if you do it from the wrong motivation, that's when it becomes expensive. So, we're kind of touching pretty high level, but this is why, honestly, we actually literally work through a coaching program with every one of our clients, because it's not just about having the money. I mean, you got to have all the pieces. You have to have land development, the skill, the right accommodations, the right journey, but you also have to have the mindset that allows you to move through these phases with the right people on your team, so that you can make the impact that you wanted to make in the beginning, the entire reason that you started this. So, okay, well, that's my Friday morning Expitality time. And I'm going to put a link here in the description or in the comments somewhere if you want to stay connected to us. And we're going to begin putting out a lot more information. We'll be doing more Talkabout TV live panels with experts in the industry, all different phases, from lending to, we've done some really interesting ones actually on lending recently, also in the RV resort space and outdoor experiential hospitality. So we'll be talking more about those experiences. We'll be talking about food and beverage. I'm so excited about that. We'll be talking about excuse me, the global environment, the environmental impact of glamping and experiential outdoor hospitality in every phase. So just a lot of value to come to you, because truly we're here to serve. Okay. So I hope you will feel that way this weekend and go out there as always and just change a moment in somebody's life, because that's what the essence of hospitality really is about. There's opportunities every moment of every day to be that, just that grace and that attitude of service and openness and recognizing the best in someone and uplifting them. And that is the overall message that matters more than any of the rest of it. So go do that thing and have fun, play. Okay, ciao for now. And trying to